Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and we're going to take a look at the ticker symbols that were in play today. Okay, first up is CYTR, closed up 18% today, so very nice follow through. Congrats to everybody that caught the last video and that has been following this play. It did close above 70 on RSI, so now it's hitting previous peaks. You can see it did run to 90 on the 2 runs ago. So it has been able to push higher before, but it is frothy right now. If you look at Fasto did close at 93. Previous peaks, it has pulled back before when it's hit this level. So yeah, it is getting frothy. You can see here there was a nice bull cross on ADX. We talked about that last time. The candle today formed completely above the upper Bollinger Band. That the upper Bollinger Band is currently at 0.812, and the EMA4 is just below at 0.794. Those are the key levels to hold on a pullback. You can see that they are currently lined up with the closing price from Friday. So this 80 to 82 level will be a big support level on a dip. You would like to see the close, the previous double top level hold. We're calling that it's just below 90. The move today above that level was bullish, and it is signaling more upside potential. Notice there was a big gap up open today, but the lower wick on today's candle and the upper wick on yesterday's candle has filled the gap, so there's no space on the chart. Now what bulls really want to see is they want to see this closing price here, this previous 89 level. You want to see that turn into support, and then the key level to break is going to be the high close on the April high, which is right up here at just below $1. We're calling it dollar land. This needs to break above and get above $1, and that'll be the signal that it's ready to head higher. This is a really nice move. You can see where it broke out of the symmetrical triangle pattern. It is trading above the 300-day simple moving average, which is currently basically at 75. So that is a huge support level to hold on a pullback. There was a parabolic SAR bullish flip on Friday. If you see here, there was a big volume on Friday, and that was followed by another big volume spike today. There was bullish crossovers on MACD on Friday, and you can see here the MACD line is getting parabolic. It's starting to get very vertical, but it isn't close to the previous highs, the MACD line, so it's quite a bit ways below the previous peaks. So MACD is signaling that there could be more room to push higher, but RSI and Fasto are signaling that it is temporarily overbought. Now if you look here at the CYTR 15-minute chart, you can see here that this channel formed intraday. There was the gap up open, and then the bullish move up here to high of day where it hit at $1. What did it hit? 99. Yeah, 998 was the high, so basically $1, and then it pulled back and it formed this sideways channel. So notice the channel was really strong here all throughout the day, for several hours here, and then it broke out above the top of this channel, which was located right here was the high of this channel to break, and then that happened right here on this candle, and so the share price was able to push ahead and test the key level to break for tomorrow, which is the closing price at 10.15. That's the high close. Notice how this candle right here hit that level, and then it consolidated sideways. So tomorrow you want to see a break above that level. That's basically 98. So candles forming above 98 on the 15-minute chart are going to signal more upside potential, and then you want to see a break above $1. $1 is always a huge level in penny land, and it's always the giant level to break and turn into support. Many times when you see a break above $1, you see a big push, and if that happens and it pulls back, you want to see the dollar level hold. You don't want to see it drop back below $1. Now, if the dollar level fails to break and the 98 level and then 94, which is the middle Bollinger Band, that'll be the key support level to hold. And then if there is a pullback. The 50 simple moving average currently at 0.884 will be the big level to hold. If it drops below the 50 simple moving average in the 15-minute chart, that usually signals downside risk. And you can see here the 100 simple moving average is currently at 73, so there could be a big drop to that level. Another thing to notice is there was this descending resistance line. This descending triangle pattern had formed intraday, and this break above the red descending resistance line at 2 o'clock was the signal that it was ready to head higher. Yeah, we had been discussing this chart. This was from our chat today, and so this was a cool real-time study chart for us. So yeah, cool intraday breakout. It came back up. It formed a double top. Now it needs to break resistance to head higher. Now you can see there's ascending support, and so the candles are at a flex point. Either the green ascending support line is going to break, or the red horizontal resistance line is going to break. We call this a flex point. A move is imminent tomorrow. This is either going to pop higher or drop lower early in the day, more than likely. Okay, so let's take a look at MBRX. If you take a look here, it closed up 24% on the day. This has been on a really nice run. It's now above 70 on RSI. On a previous big run, it ran up well above 90, but you have Fasto down here now at 99. So 100 is maxed out on Fasto. So this is hitting extreme temporarily overbought levels. It can't get much higher than 99. That is caused by the near high of day close. Notice it closed at $2.99 and high of day was at $3 here. And so basically the next key level to break is going to be this closing price up here at 330, and then the closing price that it closed at today here at just below $3 at what's $2.99. Okay, so this is the last week of June, the two high closes. They're going to be the key levels to break and turn into support. Notice this is on a multi-day run. Look at all the green volume bars in the row. There's been 5 green volume bars in a row, with today's candle closing well above the upper Bollinger Band. We're calling it 3 resistance, 3 to 33 zone. If that level fails to break, then you could see the candles pull back into the bands. If that happens, then you want to see EMA 4 at 255 hold. The candles, check out how they've closed above EMA 4 for 5 days in a row. The close below that level, that's your signal that this run is cooling down and that there could be a pullback. Okay, so take a look at this MBRX chart that we've posted in the past. These are annotations from the past. This shows the prior high levels where it peaked before. Notice plus DI isn't quite as high as before, but you've got Fasto at the same level. And so what I wanted to show you here was the resistance levels that are being hit are from back in 2016. And so you can see the December 2016 close here that we were wanting to see break around 275. There was a close above that level today, so that was very bullish. We did add this resistance line here for the recent high close in the end of June, but then there was also the close here, the high close cluster here back in November of 2016. That was a big support level. And so that's providing a resistance here at $3, and then above that you've got resistance in October of 2016. And so there's a lot of trading in these zones, and that's currently around 350. And so it's going to need to get through this really crucial resistance level to break out and head back up to the 4s. If you do see a break above 350, you could see a run up here to this 425 level. It's currently trading above the moving averages. It has a very strong move going. It could just possibly take a breather before it pushes to the next level. We'll see. You notice it's moving higher on much lighter volume than the previous run. So yeah, not as much volume behind the move, but it's been a very good move nonetheless. If you look here at the MBRX 15-minute chart, you could see here that it's been on this multi-day run with this nice channel. and then it formed into this wedge into the close here. You can see the consolidation today, and then the breakout at the close. Notice the volume came in end of day, so this was a big push up to $3, that $3 resistance zone that we're talking about. This is a really strong close, so we've got to see if this is going to be signaling another push higher tomorrow, or if they were climaxing out here. You can see the start of the run down here started with big volume spikes at the bottom, and then now you got big volume spikes at the top after some relatively lighter volume on Friday. Okay, so yeah, so keep an eye on MBRX. It's been on a great run. Congrats to everybody that's been trading that lately. Okay, let's look at NEOT. Okay, this has got a good setup going. Okay, it closed up 21%. It's now above 30 on RSI. When RSI is below 30 and breaks above, many times that's signaling more upside potential. You want to see RSI get back above 50. There was a bullish crossover on Fasto with the black line crossing the red line to the upside, and then now Fasto's back above 50. It's all the way up at 72. Down here, the bullish development was the close above the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, that's the dotted purple line currently at 52. We want to see that level turn into support. There was also a close above the red descending resistance line and EMA 13 at 56. So this 52 to 56 level, you want to see that level hold, and that could possibly signal the start of a new uptrend. The high close here back on the 28th is the key level to break. You notice that's the top of this channel, and so it needs to close above that level, and then that'll signal a possible run up to the bottom of the gap. Okay, there is the closing price here that's going to provide some resistance at 70. If you can get above that, the bottom of the gap level is at 80. The bottom of the gap is always a big level to break. If it can get above the bottom of the gap, then you have this these moving averages that are all converging here between 131 and 158, all four of the key moving averages. So yeah, so this is a really nice move for NEOT. It is back at the top of the channel, so we got to see if this is just a one-day move or if it's going to bust ahead and break out higher. Notice that there was a declining volume pattern with the big volume spike today, and there was a parabolic SAR bullish flip, and there were two recent crossovers on MACD. Okay, let's look at MARA. Okay, it's back above 50 on RSI. That is good. Notice how it had been below. You want to see RSI stay above 50 if you are a bull. Okay, Fasto is at 46. You want to see that get back above 50 as well. This is had a nice bounce today, and it did confirm a recent bullish reversal pattern that formed. Bullish breakaway pattern had formed. You can go back and read about this pattern, and it's signaling potential more upside and possible new uptrend starting here if it can break the middle Bollinger Band currently at 32. That is the dotted purple line. Notice the middle Bollinger Band is lining up with this red descending resistance line. This is the top of this descending channel, so it needs to close above that level. If it can do that, then it could possibly run up to this upper Bollinger Band at 41. Get above 41, and then you're looking at the 100-day simple moving average currently at 52 and the high close on June 26. Those will be big levels to break. The upper Bollinger Band is lining up with this July close here, high close in the first week of July. So yeah, so this is a nice move for MARA. We want to see if it can follow through. There was volume. See if there. You want to see a bullish volume spike if you're a bull and a push through resistance. There was a start of a bullish crossover down here on the 8, 13, and 5 time frame with the MACD line crossing over the signal line, and then notice that the 12, 26, 9 is pinched, and so we want to see the black line cross over the blue line to signal a possible start of a new uptrend. And then for the last chart here, we're going to take a look at MATN. This did close up 16% today. This is a thinly traded stock. It's only traded 233,000 shares today, but the chart is heating up. It did close above 50 for the first time in months. Notice it hit that level but didn't close above, so the chart is heating up. There's the bullish crossover that we were talking about in the last chart, and so that's a signal the chart's heating up. You want to see Fasto get above 50. Okay, so there was the nice bullish crossover here on ADX with plus DI, the green line, crossing minus DI, the red line, and ADX, the black line, to the upside. So that is a signal the bulls are trying to take control. If you look at this chart here, the stock has been in this nasty downtrend, and then it found support down here around what is this, 28, and then it formed a sideways channel here in the 30s, and then today it had a nice pop with a temporary break above the 50-day simple moving average at 39. That's going to be the key level to break. If it can close above that level, then it might get a run, up here and test this 200-day simple moving average at 51, and then you've got the 100 and 300-day simple moving averages up here at 55 and 56. So this play is all dependent on getting above the 50-day simple moving average to signal more upside potential. There was a close above the middle Bollinger Band here, and so it's in the process of turning that level into support and possibly getting a new uptrend going. Notice back here in June, it closed above the middle Bollinger Band, but it failed to hold that level, and a big pullback followed. So this is looking like a potential bullish change in trend. It's all going to depend on this 50-day simple moving average. Like I said, there was a nice volume spike today, but look at the average daily volume, very, very low. If you do buy, it could be difficult selling, so keep that in mind. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video. Please check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com for more charts and technical analysis.